open field and decide you're going for it and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Made by Devin Bush. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bucs 22.
Looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps away. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson is going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
On third down, Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Buccaneers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say? Well,
you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's third down and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll pitch it out here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He can, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, that one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Pass
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets them 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Buccaneers 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Third down. Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.